I mean, I have a legit.
Yeah, if you have no service.
Right.
I have a fork and a fork.
A fork and a fork. Look at all the dead trees on the water. There's a Tillamook Creamery. Garibaldi. That's right, huh? That's the name of the fish. That's what we're gonna get on. Yeah.
They're not supposed to pick us up until 12.
The train.
It's coming. I think the red one is the caboose, isn't it?
No.
No, the caboose is the back. Sorry.
If you say somebody has a big caboose, you're talking about
The red is the front. The red is the back. The red is the back.
And knowing me, yeah, probably.
My name's Haley. I'm going to be your conductor today. I'm going to separate you guys into some lines, give you some safety announcements, and then we'll get you on board. If you guys have an online reservation, meaning for sure, we're going to line up behind this side here, straight back. Unfortunately, our line is curving the wrong direction. If you do not have tickets at all, meaning you need to purchase tickets, you will line up right here. If you're returning back to Rockaway Beach, meaning you've been on the train once already, this will be your second time on the train today. You will line up over right here. We ask you to keep all of your hands, arms, phones, limbs, all the things inside the train and all the blue building across the way. There are restrooms on the other end. If you have any children, please make sure they're attended at all times. Send you where you need to go and where your seats are at. Cool. So the front of my line is good to head up.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he'll be okay. Yeah. Eric will help when we go up. Yeah, we'll wait for your dad. Okay, Eric's there.
You guys are going to be in the coach car. It's the very last car right before the engine. And you guys are welcome to sit where you'd like.
Thank you. There's 6 of us.
Yes, yeah, she knows. All the way to the front.
Yeah. We can always face. Oh.
the train's going that way from us.
You want a video of the ticket?
Sure. Okay, hold on.
our tickets in case it asks us.
Yeah. See, my hair turns.
Yeah.
Are on a train ride to.
We're going to Rockaway Beach from Garibaldi.
So we are in Garibaldi, going to Rockaway Beach, and on a train ride.
If they have a magnet or something, I brought 2 t-shirts that they look like.
Railroad, my name is Bruce. I'll be your car host as we travel along. In the old days, before we had COVID, you got to sit with somebody you might not know. We're coming back to the new days again, the old days coming back. So your ticket's good for one spot, and you might have a seat of 4. You might be making friends with somebody you didn't met before. But that's okay. They're nice. You don't have to exchange Christmas cards with them, but there might be somebody sitting with you that you don't know, but that's okay. It works out well. We kept them all there.
We're moving. So we're now moving. Where's the door?
I don't know if you went over the safety, grab anything, and or the road sign. If you get confused, think Highway 101 and think ocean, and you'll be in great shape. This is Garibaldi. We are leaving Garibaldi, founded in 1869 by the fellow who founded the town, Daniel Bailey. He was the
Why didn't they call it baby?
They asked him, what do you want to call this little bird? I want to call it Garibaldi. He so admired General
I thought the Garibaldi's fish.
Giuseppe Garibaldi of Italy for uniting the country of Italy together. From a bunch of fiefdoms into one kingdom. He decided to call it Garibaldi, and that's how you get that Italian name amongst all these coastal towns and native. The G on the hill over on the roadside was put up there by high schoolers back in the 1920s.
Wow.
All incoming freshmen were responsible for taking care of that, so they closed Garibaldi High School. They'll leave them up through Valentine's Day, and then they'll go back for life. It's currently at the. We rent those from the port of Tillamook Bay. They're called RDC, this estuary on the Oregon Coast, second only to the Columbia River.
This is Tillamook Bay.
Tide is coming in. Low tide was this morning at 9:04. High tide will be this afternoon at 3 o'clock. That's rough. It's not always 6 hours like that. That's a pretty rough estimate. But as the tide comes in, different critters come in. If you were a crabber, this is the time you want to be out there because the crabs will move in with the tide and go out. So as you are hoping to catch a crab, you let your crab pot soak and you can catch crabs. Female crabs, automatic throwback. Juvenile milk, throwback. Adult
They're waving.
captain eat. Now the stoats on the pier is the longest pier in the state of Oregon, second only, it's not second to anything. It is the longest pier in the state of Oregon. 760 foot long. So we're heading back up to Alaska, and they'll have the calves come in a little bit closer to shore to be protected mamas. That's a good time to go out whale watching, to go out to the lighthouse.
That's a lot of noise. Somebody bad down there.
They're braking because they're going so fast.
So fast.
They're going 8.
Those rocks. Look at that.
Those rocks are probably what it's called Rockaway Beach.
And they,
Rockaway Beach was a song.
It's in Rockaway Beach, and there is one in San Francisco, isn't it?
There's one in Orleans.
This is Rockaway Beach.
So we're around in the corner of the bay, and we're seeing
Big rocks.
Crab Rock. And then we have the Three Graces coming up. The old man here, the old man of the sea, he's got the large chin trying to nose and little forehead. It looks like he's got a mohawk going on. Those 3 or 4 cormorants on top. All sandstone. At one point, this was all underwater. We know that because Cape Fear sits to the south and it's 280 feet above sea level. And there's marine fossils.
If that was all underwater, what is the boat?
Coming into view, Coast Guard affectionately referred to it as painted rock because of all the bird droppings that are there. You have cormorants, the smaller blackbirds. They go 1 mile on the track, which makes it sound like it's horrible mileage, and it is. The coach used in the San Francisco Bay Area as a commuter car.
Up to say hi.
5 years ago, there was a lady who came in. She said, my husband. And they were
If you
going
live
through
here, you
these
got
trying
people
to
fishing
figure
out
out
your
what to do.
backyard all the time.
Yeah.
The catch on that is every spring she comes back. Stocking twice a year with trout. It's not unusual to see
This is
people trout
Smith Lake.
fishing along the way. Now, you either need to know somebody at Camp Magruder or you park on Highway 101, make your way down the trail, looking to make sure the train's clear, and then you come over on, you look across the lake, you'll see a tree trunk.
I see it.
Right in the center of camp, they have beachfront property, lakefront property, and all that. See how law passes and all beaches in the state of Oregon are officially state highways.
There's a rescue
We
or
still hold that
emergency.
designation to this day. And then in 1967, Governor Tom McCall, the legislature, passed a law that said all beaches in Oregon are open beaches for high tide and low tide. So we have 363 miles worth of open beaches. A few are 5,000, and hopefully we'll break that record again. You guys are contributing to that. We greatly appreciate having you on board.
Are we here? Are we here?
Now, I suppose technically I'm in the Twin Rocks area, so are you. Twin Rocks, named after Stewart, taking care of the watersheds within which they live. Twin Rocks is growing. About 20 years ago, they put this walkway across the top so that kids who wanted to go to the beach could cross over that way instead of crossing Highway 101. If you were to take your kids to the beach, until they put it in, lumber that had been milled in Tillamook, Garibaldi, we were having to go by boat. It was a difficult journey. Sometimes that lumber was delivered to the train tracks going from Bank to Tillamook.
I wonder if they have big cheese ice cream.
Tillamook naval air.
We should go to that factory.
They had stored hay. Spontaneous combustion took place. Building was made of wood, and it went up fairly. The old growth cedar. Coming up over on the water side, we have Saltair Creek, one of the original stops along the way when the train came through as a tourist
there's the
train, dropping
beach.
people off here in Rockaway Beach. During peak time, this fills up with sand, and you even have a backhoe to clear it back out again, so the sand gets very soon. When we get there, we do ask you to stay back. Sometimes he misses a spot and has to rearrange. A little herky-jerky when that happens, so make sure you're secure.
It just reversing.
Got it? I wonder what kind did.
For adult sizes, we have black and white, small.
Where did Rose and them go? You think? Oh. Right here. You can go back. I'm just gonna take some photos.
Oh, it makes you.
It doesn't make me, but my body is, the equilibrium doesn't like it.
There's a laundromat. It looks like a little tiny town out of nowhere.
Yeah,
To eat.
Ornella's place, the favorite street, the guy said was good, but I have no idea what.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was right here. They didn't ask, and it didn't seem like they had a lot of parking. That one right there. Oh yeah, there was some kind of bistro in Garibaldi.
I like how, like, when you're in a boat in a lake and another boat sees you and they start waving, so you start waving. And then it's like same thing when you're in a train.
They only punch you on the way out. You're nuts. There you go. Thank you.
They're twins, and it's like, but I can't see. I don't know. I never saw them on the way up here.
That parking lot used to be the old natatorium, indoor heated swimming pool. They would pump the salt water from the ocean, or you had a billiard hall and a bowling alley. And diners developed. People bought property, built their own little beach cabins. Rockaway was doing quite well for itself. Then they finished Highway 18 and 26 going into seaside Lincoln City. People like to travel with their own cars and have wheels when they got to the other side. So then seaside Lincoln City became the premier resort towns. And you have to go out with us on the train today, so thank you very much for being here. People from all 50 states, U.S. territory. Now wetlands, besides the habitat critters, also corralling it does is it filters the water going into nearby water bridge. There's a couple of places that are built over there to allow the campers from Camp Magruder to come down the lake. rain up there, so they like that beach as well. There's a good view of the eagle's nest across the way. Little sand set up in areas along the way, and when that wind starts to blow, it stirs up the water. And it just follows those lines
And
of sand underneath.
You get the bubbles. There you go, the bubbles.
I like to put tripods in there and go crabbing in the area and fishing. Over on the roadside, we have the old life-saving station built in 1908. Decommissioned in 36, went into private hands. They lived in it until the early 90s when the sewer backed up, and they abandoned it. The lowest point in Bardia. Now the Garibaldi Cultural Heritage Initiative, a 501c3 nonprofit trying to preserve things associated with Tillamook Bay history. They preserved the boathouse in Garibaldi and trying to acquire that and preserve that as well. That is the last life-saving station built on the west coast of the United States. And we'd hate to lose that piece of Tillamook Bay history.
Look at those rocks. Those rocks coming from one of those rocks in the middle of the water. Or is this like a man-made rock? But it looks the same color as those
One of
rocks.
the things that makes our Pacific coast beautiful and inviting is all the headlands. Last rock spit.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
The larger body of land by till 1915, when they put the jetty in place, changed the way the water flowed, and washed out that sandbar in front of the Three Graces. But it also had a hole making that an island to disrepair. One of them they cut in half with a chainsaw, floated it by a raft up the Tillamook River and
It's a much nicer day than they forecasted.
At least we were in there covered open.
It is still cold
in about
though.
40 years.
It would be cool.
Want to know more
And now
of the ocean? TV, Oregon Public Broadcasting put in videos and look at about a half-hour document. That'll give you names, dates, places, interviews, and folks who live and play out there.
Literally, it just said now you have to select your
Part of the Tillamook Bay story,
return.
saving the fundraising. And in the summertime on Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 4, we're open for people to come out and visit.
Stand back there. Saltwater coffee. Leslie, they also have this. They also have shrimp. Oh, cool. I don't know, look.
Ooh, I'm gonna skip lunch and get that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like, they also have, look. Thank you, Rose.
What's the deal? What do you want to share?
You want to share?
I don't know.
We can share.
Actually, I'm kind of hungry. It's 2 o'clock.
These are big portions. No wonder she just asked me. I'm telling you, I always forget. Hi, Mr. Pitt. It is very windy right now. Garibaldi Port.
That sign's upside down.
What sign?
The person is upside down.
Goodbye, Garibaldi. There's the big G up there. bunch of cheese there, or all chocolate too. Ice cream.